Okay, with me now is Connie Nesberry. She's the Read Muskegon Literature Coordinator. And Connie, tell me about Read Muskegon.
Our mission, we are dedicated to helping people learn to read so they can function in society and in the community.
Okay, and unfortunately, literacy is a problem for adults. A lot of adults do have illiteracy, you know.
Yes. In Muskegon County, we estimate 16.7% of people are living in poverty, and that equates to the functionally illiterate level.
Yeah.
And that is about 22 to 36,000 people, which would fill the Frauenthal Theater over 15 times.
Wow, that's amazing to think about, that in Muskegon County, that many people cannot read. And you think about that, if you can't read and you have medical problems, you can't read your prescriptions, you can't teach your children to read. There's so many things that, I mean, our life, street signs, I mean, they might know shapes of street signs and they're able to drive, but reading is so important.
Right.
So, Strengthening Muskegon, you received some technical assistance from us, and I'm really glad that you did.
Yes.
You've done wonderful things. Tell me about what this has done for your organization.
This has been so helpful to us. We had, when this started, we pretty much had a new board, and I was new, and it really helped to get our board focused on strategic planning, fund development, policy development, all the basic things that we needed to get put in place so that we could carry on and grow our capacity building. Now I know what some of those terms mean too.
Those terms, and that capacity building has been important, especially the board development allowed you to do your job instead of doing the board's job, which in the beginning you were kind of doing it all.
Right.
They had you doing a lot, but a great group of people.
Yes.
And you have volunteers.
Yes, and we've grown from about 15 tutor learner pairs to now we have 40. We've grown from 6 board members to now we have 13. We're trying to get to 15.
It gives me goosebumps because that's what this is about. That's what
our bank account has grown as well by leaps and bounds. So we're off and running thanks to you.
And, that's wonderful. Thanks to Strengthening Muskegon and the County of Muskegon. We want to thank the county commissioners, and we want to thank Judy Kell for getting this grant for Muskegon County. Because
especially Judy Kell. She wrote us in that grant.
Yes, that's been great. Well, thank you. And how about telling us if anybody would like to volunteer or contact Read Muskegon?
Yes, please call 766-5040, and you can also get more information on our website at readmuskegon.org.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
How has it helped our organization? We've revisited and revised our mission statement so it would be clear to everyone of what we're doing, not just in Michigan, but globally. We've also did board development, and we've increased our board. We've looked at fund development, and we have pursued some other fundings that we probably would not have pursued. And so I think it's been a good thing.
I think we've done a lot of development for our board, which gives us a very good foundation to build on. Again, with the neighborhood associations, there's a lot of changes that are going on in the neighborhood associations all over, not just here in Muskegon, but I'll say all over the whole nation. There's definitely some needs that we can build on and focus on. So.
Okay, with me is Melanie Parsons, and Melanie Parsons is Director of Holton Community Center. And Melanie, tell me how the Strengthening Muskegon grant has helped your organization.
Well, the workshops have been invaluable. I don't think that, even if you went to Baker College or MCC, you'd be able to even get this. And it's open to all of the nonprofits, so that has benefited, and with the collaboration of groups, referrals, so we know where to send people, what we don't offer. And then with our technical assistant, Karen and Terry, Cornerstone Resources, vision, mission statements, board retreats, we're still working on it. So it's really been invaluable. There's no doubt. Strengthening Muskegon County up Northern Way.
Yeah, because you guys feel like you're an island unto yourself up there, and you kind of are. And so they help the Holton community, and thanks to this grant, I think it's really helped you build some sustainability, some capacity. Tell me a little bit about what your organization does up there.
Well, we're a food and clothing pantry. We provide programs that the emphasis on self-sufficiency, how to save money. We're a loving pantry as well. We do money management classes, so it's quite a bit to handle as all volunteer staff.
Yeah, all volunteer staff, which
Yes.
is phenomenal. You have some amazing people that work up there.
Absolutely.
And I know Pastor Jerry Selick,
Yep.
he has done a lot to get the organization off the ground and work
Yes.
with you. He's been at a lot of workshops
Yeah,
too.
he's chairman of our board, so he's
Yeah.
definitely been participating. So it's been great.
It has. Well, thank you, and
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we were able to help you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys be a long-standing, viable organization because you have a lot of needs to meet up there. And you're now a healthy food pantry too. You're
Yes.
working on some healthy foods, like we saw with MAP. Before on TV 96, we did a special on MAP, so they're kind of a model for the healthy food, and it's great to see that you're going to advocate for that in Holton.
Right, and we got that with Cornerstone Resources, helped us write a grant for the $3,000 for Mercy Hospital to
Yeah.
launch this, so it's been great. We also were able to launch a website, so many great things. that
Yeah, we
wouldn't have
helped
been
you
able-
with a website, yeah.
We
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to do it. We're looking 2-3 years down the road before any of this would have taken place with us. So.
Okay. We're here at Laketon Township, at the Laketon Township Hall, and with me is Lori Archer, and we're going to talk about the post-assessment for the Strengthening Muskegon Grant. Laketon Township was one of the lucky technical assistance recipients. So, Lori, just tell us, what is your job?
I am the treasurer here at Laketon Township.
Okay, and how did this technical assistance help Laketon Township?
It helped us tremendously. We were all new officials, and what it did is we had an auditing firm that came in and they worked with us to go over all of our internal controls. And that's all the processes that we do in the office, and we went through each one and made sure that we were cross-checking each other.
Okay, so this auditing firm also trained you how to do your internal control, so for future references, the township, very important to a township to have good, solid internal controls, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know roughly how many hours of technical assistance you received?
Oh boy, I believe, was it 15 hours?
15, 30? I think a total of 30 hours, but you know,
Completely.
I know they worked with different groups at different times.
That's correct.
And I got the reports back in. Let me bring Kim Arter up here real quick. Just step up here, Kim, and say hi. Kim is the township supervisor here at Laketon Township. She is the first person that applied for the technical assistance, and it was voted on by our advisory committee that Laketon Township was one of the government townships that we were allowed to help with this grant. So I'm very happy for you guys. It was a great job. It was nice working with you and getting to know you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
Great job for us, thank you.
Another technical assistance recipient from the Strengthening Muskegon Grant is Dalton Township, and with me is Dalton Township Supervisor Chris Hall. Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you? How's it going today?
Good, and I know you're very shy. You did a whole show with me before.
Yeah, it's,
So tell me about your technical assistance and what we focused on with you.
Dalton Township was the recipient for it with Kevin Woods from Wood Consulting. Cha-ching to Kevin. Did a great job with board development and staff. It worked real well with our internal staff, and the board met on several occasions and did some things with our mission statement and growth and communications with the board, and it really helped out a lot. for
Yeah,
our
and and yours was actually last year, so you're seeing some results of that this year, I think was.
Oh, absolutely, and it actually was about 6 months after our startup. It really took effect.
Yeah,
it was
made a
nice. It did.
Made a big difference, I think, with some staff development and some communications.
Yeah.
And all the things you need out there at Dalton Township. So I'm glad that you were a recipient of the TA. And I have to set up a meeting with you and get this post-assessment done. But
Absolutely.
thank you. Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much.
All
Okay,
right.
take care. Here we are on a beautiful fall day, all this color's coming out, and we are at Smith Ryerson Park, Jackson Hill Neighborhood Association, and with me is Perry Denny. And Perry, you are part of the Jackson Hill Neighborhood Association. What is your title?
My title is the Vice President of the Neighborhood Association.
Vice President, and you and some other people from your organization applied for technical assistance from
That's
the
correct.
Strengthening Muskegon Grant, and you received that technical assistance. Our advisory committee voted that Jackson Hill Neighborhood Association was very deserving of getting some help. So
Yes, thank you.
tell me a little bit about how that's worked for you.
Well, it's helped us in several areas. You know, and of course, with the community, it gives us opportunity to broaden our ideas in partnership, and that's probably one of the biggest things I think that this grant offered us, is the opportunity to collaborate and partner with other nonprofits and organizations and businesses within the community and broadening from there, as well as what we can do now with the information we have. We can go on the internet through our website that we're developing, Facebook, interact with other organizations to get donors, partners to help the community, and as it is implied, like the name of your organization, to strengthen Muskegon.
Yeah. Now, you guys have shown so much passion and initiative about all of this. You're just like sponges willing to soak up all this training information, because not only did you get over 30 hours of technical assistance from Kevin Woods, Woods Consulting, you also have attended, I think, about 14 workshops, and not just you yourself, but some other members of your board, and you just doing a lot with it, and I'm glad to see that. It's exciting. Now, you were tell me a little bit about Smith Ryerson Park here.
Well, this park was just renovated by the city of Muskegon through some grants that they received from the state of Michigan. Of course, the park now has a walk around as a nature trail. The pavilion was just dedicated here in spring in honor of Reverend Curtsey. That was a prominent member here in the community. And this is kind of one of the first stepping stones that we would love to see here in this community. And the association is working on a community garden. Our goal is to have the biggest community garden in this area.
Yeah.
And again, it's based on the community. It's not just based on just our neighborhood, so people can interact. And we want to have some things that are fun and uplifting in the community.
Yeah, you also do, another program you do is Dumpster Day.
Dumpster Day.
Cleaning up the neighborhood and promoting neighbors to get involved. And don't you do a neighborhood picnic or something where you get together and some different activities?
That is correct. Yeah, we do a dumpster day twice a year, and so we're trying to enhance on that and have some activities that will be based on improving the neighborhood's appearance, beautification. We're working on our annual potluck so we can brighten up the community and interact with the community, get some of the neighbors out. We're talking to several churches in the neighborhood, some of the organizations that are prominent in the neighborhood, and get them involved as well.
You have a senior housing unit. Which senior housing is part of Jackson Hill?
Well, we do have the Bayview Towers up on top of the hill, Spring Street as well, and also we do have a Jackson Hill community neighborhood apartments that is looking to be involved in some of the activities with the association.
That's great. And we talked, one of the programs they're talking about developing is Beyond the Backpack, which is something they've just kind of brainstormed. It's starting out, but there's a lot of backpack programs that provide backpacks for kids going back to school, which is wonderful. But beyond the backpack, we want those kids all to know how to read and read well. So you're looking at partnering maybe with some local churches and getting some mentors involved to work with other organizations like Read Muskegon, who also was helped by our Strengthening Muskegon grant, English as a Second Language. There's a lot of these organizations that are now collaborating and working together. So that's just awesome ideas. I love to see what you're doing, and thank you so much for your involvement. And Kevin, I know even though your contract for your technical assistance ended in June, he's still helping you out, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And I think Kevin is a valuable asset that we met. We have a wonderful friendship established. And again, I think the same token with yourself and some of the other trainers we have, they always just arms open to give us assistance, anything they can do beyond just the fact that they were contracted through.
Yeah, you work on things like articles of incorporation and all of the things you need to do for your 501(c) status. So that's great. I'm glad. Thank you so much, Perry. I wish you all the luck, and it's looking great here.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks.
Yeah.